First of all, I want to say welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Sister May Show. My first thing I want to say is everybody keep DMS in your prayers. Apparently, the brother done had another OD and is really going through it, so hopefully he can make it out of this situation and God gives him another opportunity at this thing called life. What I wanted to talk about in today's episode is I've been seeing a lot of people have these blogs and these shows and stuff about let's put this group of people together and let's put this group of people together and let's have a discussion, right? And I wanted to talk about how I feel like even though these discussions are good, unless people are going to be honest about these conversations, there's no point in having the conversation, right? It just bothers me and baffles me to no end when you have certain people who have these conversations and they say one things on their channels, they say one things on their platform, but then when they get into spaces and people and so on and so forth, they sing a different tune and it's a lot more PC and it's a lot more peaceful and it's a lot more um, kumbaya, my lord. But these same people, when they're on their platform, they're very venomous and they're very opinionated and strong in their opinions. And it's like, oh, okay, am I to believe this or am I to believe that? And sorry guys, I'm at work. Y'all already know I'm on break, bored, so I'm recording a little blog. Another thing that is just hard when you have these, it's two things, it's two of these panels that I'm thinking of, and I'm not gonna put no names out there. I'm just talking about my opinion on when you have groups of panels. Um, I feel like when you have groups of panel, you do want civil stability. You do want people to get their point across, and you don't want arguing, and you don't want people to always. But no, it's not because it's this. You don't want it to be argumentative and pointless, right? But you also want it to be honest and real, right? So it was this blog. It is not the blog I'm pretty sure y'all thinking of. It was this blog. They had a panel of cisgender women and transgender women, and it was a beautiful conversation. It was much needed, and I'm happy that Claudia Jordan decided to host this on her platform. But I felt like it was so much unsaid, or it was so much that people were trying not to say in order to not be offensive or not to be argumentative. And it just was kind of hard to listen to and kind of hard to digest because I feel like the people weren't being 100% authentic. And there was another come together, sit down platform that recently happened too. And even though I'm happy that it happened, even though it was sickening that it happened and it was a beautiful conversation, again, I kind of felt like there were some gaps. There were some things that I know both people. Well, I know one person pretty well. The other person I'm getting to know, friendship wise, I'm a married woman. So I'm talking about friendship wise. And I felt like the conversation was hyped up to be something that it wasn't. I felt like the conversation was hyped up to try to get some kind of understanding of why certain things happen within the community, but it ended up being a and maybe it's just me personally. Maybe I feel like no, it's not maybe. I know this is me personally. I feel like sometimes some conflicts need to happen in order for us to get over some things. I feel like one of the things that us holding us back in the community is that we're always trying to be politically correct. Um, I say this all the time. If you need to call me a tranny to get to the bigger picture, it don't bother me. I'm not one of those girls who get offended by those words. Like words sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt me. And that's how I feel about words. Like, but I get it. I get it. That's neither here nor there. I just feel like when we come together in these platforms, when we come together in these situations, it's just honesty, right? I need, for me personally, as a fan, as a viewer, what's going to occur on my blogs, what's going to occur on my platform, what's going to occur on my podcast eventually is that I want you to have your opinions. Just because your opinion is different than mine doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it bad, doesn't make it we don't have to argue about our opinions, right? We could have different opinions and still get to the greater purposes of where we're going to, which is the betterment of the trans community as a whole. Trans women, trans men, trans attractive women, and trans attractive men, and everything in between. So I'm doing this little podcast, this little blog, this little opinion session, just to say that when people come together in these platforms, peace, civility is important, but I want to get to the truth. I want to get to the heart of these situations. I remember Brother Troy Kennedy told me this years ago, and it stuck with me, and it's still the truth. Years ago, he told me, Michaela, I'm sick of having tranny one-on-one conversations. I'm ready to have conversations deeper than that. And I had to tell him, and this was almost like 5 or 6 years ago, that, sir, even though I get that you're ready to have conversations beyond tranny one-on-one, the community isn't. And it's this point now where I'm ready to have conversations beyond one-on-one. And the community still isn't ready. But I'm learning. I'm not learning as fast as I want to, but I'm learning, and we're going to get there with this show. I'm changing the name of the platform. It's no longer going to be the Sister Maymay Show. It's going to be the Teacup Blog. And the Trans Community Unity Project, that's the name of my platform. That is going to be the name of my brand. Those are going to be named for my cups and my books and so on. That will be coming out in the near future. So be on the lookout for all of that. The Teacup Project. Let's get it.